Hey, what's going on? It is Long Run Saturday. It is week 14 of marathon training. This is our recovery pullback week. We did 18. We were scheduled for 18 last week, ended up with 20, so we're pulling back today. Today we're going from 10 to 12, but we're going back to an old route that we used to do in the beginning of training. We're gonna head to the hills, do a little tempo run, so it's shorter, but it's a little bit harder. So here we go. He just sits there. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. It is Long Run Saturday, week 14 of marathon training. It is a recovery weekend, so we're pulling back some mileage. Last week we were scheduled for 18, we ended up with 20. So this week we are doing 10 to 12, hopefully 12, but 10 will be good. We're gonna go back to an old route that I used to do in the hills. You can see that in past videos. It's gonna be shorter, but it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. We're gonna add hills, maybe pick up the pace a little bit. All right, we just hit mile 2, 9:57. Still warming up, probably gonna do at least one more mile warm up. Get a water stop, and then we're headed to the hills. So 2 and done. It's starting to get warm. Rosie took off her coat. Sun's coming up. It's cold one day, hot the next. They said the cold front is coming again. Here we go. All right, we just hit mile 3. 3 down. We're gonna go up a little bit further here, do a water stop, get some Gatorade, stretch out a little bit right before we start putting in some work and head into the hills. So 3 down. All right, we are at 3.2 at the first water stop. We were stretching out here, took some Gatorade. We're fixing to go that way. This is the old route that I used to do during the summer. All these hills, it was a safe route, this long route. I can get up to 10 miles here, which is what we're gonna do today. But the flat part is over. It's time to climb the next, probably, well, we're at 3, so the next probably 5-6 miles are gonna be up and down, up and down, up and down. So a little bit of workout. We're not gonna go fast, maybe pick up the pace a little bit on the hills just to attack the hill a little bit. But other than that, it's time to put in some work and get through this. So, you ready?
Yes.
This is Rosie's. Well, she's gone up the first hill one time, but she hasn't gone all the way to the back in a long time. This is the hill that we used to come do workouts. Rosie used to run it up and down when she was training for her marathon. And she's definitely biked it hundreds and hundreds of times. But now you got a little help with the e-trike, so
Yes.
it'll be all right. So here we go. Let's go do this. Let's put in the work. Let's feel the pain a little bit. Well, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay, we just made it across the main road. It's time to hit the hills. It's been a while since I've been over here. So, start making a little climb, doing a little climbing here. Here we go. You good, babe? All right, let's see if we can pick up the pace just a little bit. Gotta make it up to that tower. Change gears. We're at 9:30 pace. Not trying to go too crazy, but I do want to pick it up. But it is hard to run with this GoPro in my hand. All right, we're getting to the top. Been about 8:30 pace. Careful right here, babe. Thank you, appreciate it. Good. All right, we are at the top. You good, babe?
Yeah. Down here.
All right. Now we're going to go down, all the way down into the valley. Start climbing again. Careful right here. All right, I'll see you at the bottom. Okay, we are at the bottom of the valley. I just hit mile 4. I usually take my gel at mile 4, but I'm gonna wait until we get to the top. It's about a 3-minute climb. I don't know if you can hear me. A lot of traffic, but it's about a 3-minute climb, and we're about to start climbing. So, get to the top, we'll stop and take my gel. Here we go. Ready? Time to put in the work. Okay, we're about halfway up. Going about 8-minute pace. But it's getting steeper. Okay, we are at 4.75. I know it seems like we're making a lot of stops, but it was just awkward. I usually take my gel at 4, but we were at the bottom of the hill. So here we are again. Our plan was to go across that, but there's just a lot of traffic. So I think we're just gonna go straight, alter the plan, and go this way, and get mileage somewhere else. Just took a gel, some water. Rosie's stretching out, doing some squats, putting in a little bit of work, but I'm tired. I was supposed to run a race this morning. There was a 5K that I could have run or ran. Is it run or ran? That I could have participated in. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't do it. Yeah, my legs are not ready for a 5K. And it was a hilly 5K too. So anyway, we are gelled up. We're juiced up. Yeah, I think we should go this way. There's just way too much traffic. All right, we decided to go this way instead of crossing over the other way. Too much traffic on that intersection. Just trying to be safe. So we're gonna go, be careful right here. We're gonna go to this next neighborhood. This sidewalk connects us, gets us to the next neighborhood, and we'll get some mileage over here. I don't know if I can get all the mileage I want, but we'll pick up some and then start heading back. If I have to, I'll pick up mileage in my neighborhood when we get back. But here we are. We're a little past mile 5, and we decided we're just gonna head back and get these 10 miles. And if we want to pick up mileage, we'll pick it up in our neighborhood. But I'm also feeling a little weird. My hamstring's feeling just a little weird. So let's start heading back. I don't want to be any further from home than I need to be. So we're gonna slow the pace down, make the adjustment, head back. Gotta do everything we can to avoid injuries, sickness, and strains, and all kinds of stuff. So we'll play it safe. We'll get our 10 for sure. Well, that's the plan anyway. Just going home. Headed home anyway. Okay. Nice and easy. All right. We are at the top of the last hill that we did, a long hill. Headed back down to the valley. And I'm taking it nice and easy and slow. So, but we are. You good, babe? We're good. Just trying to make it back. So we're gonna go down all the way to the valley, and then it starts climbing. The next hill is not. It's the shortest hill, but it is the steepest of all three hills. We're doing a little cross-country running. Get back. Had to move over just for some other people walking on the sidewalk. Almost at the bottom. Almost at the bottom. Okay, we're at the bottom of the valley again. I just hit mile 6. 6 down. We're about to start climbing again. Gotta make it back up to the water tower. I don't know if you can see it on the right side. With 6 down, taking it nice and easy. I don't think I'm gonna pick up the speed on this hill. My left hamstring and leg, just thigh is just feeling a little tight. And it should definitely be loose by mile 6. So I don't want to chance it. Let's just get home. All right, we start climbing right here at this mailbox, all the way up to the tower. So the last 100 meters to 50 meters is pretty steep. Okay, it's the last 100 meters more or less to get to the tower. 9:55 pace. Here we go. Pace. We'll stay right here. Ooh-wee. When I watch this on the video, it never looks this as hard as it feels. Last 50 meters are the toughest. You did? You got it? Rosie's putting in the work too. All right, just gotta get to this mailbox. All right. We did it. Last hill. Last big hill anyway. Okay. Okay, we just hit mile 7. We're at mile 7. We crossed over, we're back in our neighborhood. So here we go. 7 done. You doing okay?
Yes.
All the big hills are done. That was a good workout.
There was hills?
I felt them.
I'm sure you did.
There's one more hill over here, but and it's a decent climb, but it's not bad like those. But we're heading back. 7 done. My leg is still feeling a little tender, so I'm going really, really slow. Just trying to get home. Probably ice it. Maybe do an Epsom salt bath tonight. But yeah, it feels weird. Anyway, mile 8. We are at mile 8. 2 more to go to get home. How you feeling? I'm a little tired.
Tired?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, you've been running for a lot of days this whole week.
Nice little slow run today. Even if we did get a little bit of hill workout, but 2 more miles to go. 8 done. We are at mile 9.7. No, sorry, 8.7. About to climb the last hill, babe. The last hill. Not a big hill, but it is a little hill, a little climb. We're into the top, going to the neighborhood, and we're headed home. We're about 1.5 miles from home. No, a little bit less than 1.5 miles. So, last little bit of work right here. All right, we're halfway up this hill, and Rosie decided to drop the gear and climb up herself. And just have it on first gear. With the trike, it's not helping much. All right, here we go. It's gonna get steep. Can she make it to the top? Breathe. All right, just make it to that pole right there. Okay. All right, make it to the next pole. All right, here comes the steepest part. Come on, you can do it. About 30 meters. Breathe. Deep breath. Here we go, it's getting steeper. You can do it. All right. Pushing, putting in the work. Almost there. Woo, about 20 meters. You're doing it, you're doing it. All right. You did it, you did it, you did it. See? Stronger than you think.
My leg's a little bit stronger today.
Yes. She did it. Good job, good job. We are 1 mile away from home. Mile 9. Headed flat for the most part. A little bit of incline on one of these blocks, but other than that, we're good. Just headed home. 9 done. 1 to go. I like that. Half a mile to go. I am done. My legs tired. I don't know what's going on. But that's why we pulled back 1 week and we had the next. Let these legs recover. I'm still gonna get 10 miles in, but yeah, my legs are feeling it. Not only are they feeling tired, they just feel tight. They feel weird. So definitely gonna have to do a little therapy today, this weekend. But we are half a mile away, almost done. 10.
Yay!
Done. All right, week 14 of marathon training is done. A little 10 miler. This is, if you have seen my other videos, I always put a mileage down, end up doing a little extra. You know, if I'm gonna do 10, I'll do 12, I do 12, do 14. I'm always adding just because I feel good. Well, today was not that day. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just tired. I did a 20 miler last week, right? 20, in fact, that's what I did. We were supposed to do 18, I ended up with 20. I think my legs are just tired. Not only that, it is with 14 weeks of training already, so I'm a little fatigued, but it was a little bit more than fatigue. It just feels tight. It feels, it felt like it wanted to give out on me a couple of times, just weak. So it's probably fatigue, so I just need to
back up a little bit.
Need to ice it, and tonight I'm gonna ice it right now. I'm gonna probably do an Epsom salt bath tonight, and then just kind of recover. A lot of massaging, rolling. One more week to go. One more week of training. We're building up to the actual 20 miler. Even though I did 20, it wasn't scheduled. 20 was not scheduled last week, but 20 is scheduled for next week, and maybe we add to that, and maybe we end up with 22. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? I don't know. We'll see. But for sure, we're supposed to do 20. That's on the schedule, so we're going to do 20. We're gonna get through this last week, and then we start tapering. So this is the last build up, the last week of build up. We will run on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday the 20 miler. But this is done. I always pull back so that I can, and then we ended up turning around right there where we should have crossed the road. We were gonna cross that road at that intersection, and that's where I was gonna try to pick up the extra mileage over there. But it didn't feel right, so I ended up coming back. But it's good. 10 miles is good. I mean,
yeah.
Something is something, right? There's no such thing as a bad run, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. Be safe than
Yep.
yeah. I don't need to. I don't have time to get injured or to try to have to recover. I need to continue putting mileage in. But yeah, and then that last mile, that last couple of miles, I was feeling just like my stomach started hurting. I don't know what's going on this week. What the heck? But anyway, it's done. It's done. That's part of the deal. That's part of the training is learning how to figure out all these things that happen in a marathon. That's what happens in a marathon. You don't have no idea. Well, those of you that run do, but you have no idea what's going to happen in the marathon. You think it's just smooth, and it's not. One mile, it's got your calf hurts. The next mile, your stomach hurts. The next mile, something else. This and that. You just got to figure it out, and you just got to keep moving. So that's part of the training here, is learning to run tired, learning to run fatigued, learning to figure it out, learning to grind through it, work through it. That's the whole reason in it. And then, like they say, it's 90% mental, and 10% physical. It's your brain that wants to tell you to stop and shut down and sit down. So that's part of the training. So we figured it out today. We got 10 in. And so we're excited. 5 weeks to go. Actually, is it 5 or 4 now that we're done? I guess it's 4 weeks now. It was 5 weeks after this morning before the run. Counting this one it's 5 weeks. But now that we're done this week, actually my weeks are over. This is Saturday. My workout week is done. So tomorrow, Sunday, starts the new week. So actually starting tomorrow, it's actually 4 weeks to go, because it's one more week of training, the 20 miler, and then 3 weeks of taper. And then on the 4th week is that race. So wow, we just got Thanksgiving in the middle. So we got Thanksgiving, and then right the following week after Thanksgiving is the race. So that's gonna be cool.
We've come a long ways from January of everything that happened.
Yeah, we have both of us have come a long ways, and so yeah, with Rosie's stroke and everything, we've gone through a lot of races. Oh my gosh, we did about 10 at least 10 races. I lost count of how many 5Ks we've done. We were supposed to do a 5K today. For those of you that are out there, for the love of go, I got off the couch.com. It's Jennifer Crosby. The pie run was today. We have the Texas Pie Company here in our downtown, and it is we are the pie capital of the world. I don't know if that's true, but they're really good pies. Good. They're really the best pies that I've ever had. And so they do the pie run, and they give away pie. And I wanted to run it, but I need this mileage. I'm glad I didn't, because with this hamstring, running that hard. First of all, I haven't been training for 5Ks, and so and it was a hilly one. So just doing this run, oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't do it. I just didn't have it in me to run a 5K and run it hard. And then with this hamstring now, the weight feels, I'm really glad I didn't do it. But I miss a 5K. Miss Jennifer, we miss you. All of you guys are out there running, we miss you guys. Let me just get through this training. We'll jump right back into these races. But anyway, yeah, that was the plan today. I got it done. So here we are. We're 1 week closer. But thank you again for joining us and being part of our journey. And as always, please help us out. Subscribe, like, and share. Connect with us. We'll connect with you. And let's run together. Take care. Be blessed.